what are my top 3 fitness tips that I can offer to a novice trader or even an advanced trader. These 3 tips I'm going to offer, I would say, are the most, not easiest to implement, but tips that if you do correctly and you do implement them over time will make drastic changes to your overall life and fitness. So I guess the efficacy of your training is basically, it relies on the surroundings you have within your life. So basically, the people around you can be deleterious or harmful to your life and your fitness. So if you are, for example, hanging around with, people who do not want to go to the gym, they don't care what they eat, they don't really care what they look like, they don't mind drinking alcohol every single night, they don't respect themselves in the sense that they don't actually care what's going inside their body. Even though as deleterious as it can be to your overall physique and your body and the success of your training, people just aren't bothered. And it's going to sound rude, but I guess sometimes you have to be rude, or you have to step outside of the norm in order to get the advice over to someone. So my first tip is going to be surround yourself with like-minded people. Now this isn't easy, and sometimes you have to. I know for myself, I had to detach myself away from near enough 90% of the people I knew. When I left school, I chose to remove myself from the schooling system at age 14 to basically get away from all these people that were just bringing me down and not sharing the same views as me. Although I wasn't into fitness back then at 14, some part of me just knew these are not the people I want to be with. So you've got to be strong enough just to say, as much as I like this person is bringing me down, or this person just doesn't share the same goals as me. If someone doesn't respect themselves in the way that they look, that's not someone you want to be around. It's a hard one to take, and you've kind of just got to be okay and basically just tell yourself, this is for the good, I'm doing this for the good. Surround yourself with like-minded people. People can be so harmful, and you've got to be very, very strict with who you hang around with. Surround yourself with people who are going to bring you up and people who are going to motivate you and doing the same things as you and want the same life as you, want to be successful. It's going to be, the famous quote, you are the average of the 5 people you hang around with. The 5 people you hang around with are an average of you. And if you do not look or be aware of what's going on around you and your surroundings, that is going to it's going to have an impact on your whole outlook on life. Okay, so that's tip 1, surround yourself with like-minded people. Tip 2 is understand your macros and become mindful of what you consume. So kind of bringing this back to respect yourself, respect your body. You got to understand this is your body. The way you feel is dictated by what goes inside your body. So if you don't have any energy or you feel terrible, most people just feel like that's them, like they feel bad because it's themselves. It's not you that feels bad. It's what's going inside your body that then implements or then changes all the neurochemical things that go on inside your body. Okay, so the food you eat has a huge impact on the way that you are as a person. So if you're eating kebabs all day, every day, and drinking cans of Coke, that's going to be so deleterious to your body, so harmful and so toxic. Do you not think that that's going to have an impact on the way that you interact with people, your mood? Now switch that up onto the other side. You eat nutritious, well-dense, healthy food, and you exercise. Exercise and nutrition has been shown to actually increase mental performance and actually decrease the neurological diseases of people more than drugs. So like depression, for example. Exercise, studies have shown that just running 20 minutes a day is more effective than most drugs that are given by doctors to patients who suffer with depression. That is crazy. 80% of the diseases that prevalent in today's society are actually curable by nutrition. 80%. You know, we have 70% of the population are overweight, and 80% of the disorders that are actually, like I say, prevalent in our society, most of them are curable by nutrition, meaning that the diseases have come about by nutritional ways, so eating unhealthy. In other words, self-inflicted, meaning they could have not had that disease if they were more mindful and more aware of what they were eating. So number 2 is understand your macros and what you are consuming, your proteins, your fats, your carbs. How much protein do you need? How much carbs do you need? How much fat do you need? Work out your macronutrients. Follow them, stick to them, get a plan, download MyFitnessPal. Become organized, become sufficient, become aware of what you're consuming, and actually respect your body and what you consume. Tip number 3 is follow a decently well-made workout plan that is built realistically. For example, sets and reps. Less is more. Most people follow a workout plan and they'll think they need to train twice a day, 7 days a week. Less is more. The famous Dorian Yates, bodybuilder from Birmingham, trained, although he was probably on enhancement drugs, but most people were on drugs back in the bodybuilding era. But he was one of those people who actually trained 4 days a week, had 3 days off, and only trained for 40 minutes a session, and did 6 to 8 rep ranges. And very low on the amount of exercises he did per workout. You're talking 15 sets, whereas most people online now will have you doing 30 to 40 sets, training for an hour and a half, 2 days a week, 2 times a day, 5 days a week. Less is more. As I've learned in the past 6 years of my own training, is I now work out less, I rest a hell of a lot more, I have more sleep, and I actually eat more food. Your body needs to rest, and less is definitely more. So tip number 3 is going to be follow a decently well-made plan. And what I mean by that is someone who has actually been in the industry for a long time, who has gone through many different workouts and has tried many different workouts, and look and follow their perspective on training, and see how it works out with your lifestyle and the way you train. I think that's going to be, so tip number 1, surround yourself with like-minded people. Tip number 2, understand your macros, respect your body. And then tip number 3 is follow a decently well-made workout plan that you can follow, and that has basically statistical guidelines and proof, basically that it's worked in the past by other people, and you're not just following some random guy. Okay, so that's going to be all of my top 3 tips. Thank you for watching, guys. If you've liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or videos you'd like me to do or provide, leave that in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. With your help, we can get there. So, as I said again, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.